I hate to step on the toes of the gentleman from the 53rd District, but a point of personal privilege to say something celebratory about the state of Illinois, please.
Please do, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today is a great day in the history of the state of Illinois. On April 18th, 1818, it was the date that President James Monroe signed the legislation moving Illinois forward to statehood. The federal legislation set the boundaries of what is now the state of Illinois and outlined the parameters of electing delegates and calling our first constitutional convention. The issue is not new. In fact, the bill to allow Illinois statehood was first introduced in 1812. By 1818, with concerns over the pending statehood of Missouri potentially coming into the Union as a slave state, our predecessors in the Illinois Territorial Assembly formally petitioned Congress on January 16, 1818 for Illinois statehood. The Illinois Assembly knew well the required population for admittance was 60,000, yet we had approximately 36,000, and that did not deter them. Our territorial delegate, Nathaniel Pope, led the charge on Capitol Hill, introducing the Enabling Act in the 15th Congress, the act which would become law exactly 200 years ago today. Much discussion was made about the proposed northern boundary of this new state. Originally, it was placed the same as Indiana's northern border, which is 10 miles north of the southern tip of Lake Michigan. Delegate Pope pushed to give us greater access to Lake Michigan, was successful in moving the boundary approximately 41 miles to what we have today. So instead of the northern border of our state being in approximately 75th Street, it was moved to what is now Winthrop Harbor. Our entire northern tier of counties, from Joe Davies east to Lake and a good chunk of the tier of counties just to the south, can thank Nathaniel Pope for the fact you are citizens of the Prairie State and not the Badger State. With this legislation enacted, statehood efforts quickly progressed in 1818. In July, delegates to our first Constitutional Convention were elected. In August, the Constitutional Convention was held, and the first General Assembly was held in October in advance of statehood on December 3rd. In this bicentennial year, I would ask that we look back on our history about the good things in this state that make us Illinois proud. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.